football. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Phil Pilati. The hosts have had a tough road match last time out against the 2024 MLS Next Pro Cup champions, North Texas. Meanwhile, the 2023 champions back in town tonight, the same team that knocked SKC2 out in the first round of those years' playoffs. 4-3-3 is the starting 11 for head coach Lee Sanchez tonight. Not a ton of changes. Blake maybe back for concussion protocol. He'll slot in at the center of midfield. That gives Gael Quintero in a little bit of a different role. He'll slide over the left side on paper, but watch for him to drop back in between the two center halves or continue to press just behind that forward line, led by number 77, Kashawn Hines, with 2 goals in his last 2 matches. The SKC Academy product stealing the headlines. Shane Donovan to his left, Isael Rodriguez to his right. As for ATX2, Jason Shackle has made a number of changes to his side as well. Eric Malta is still on the hunt for his 4th clean sheet of the season. The Californian and former Huntsville City man. In midfield, their captain Jorge Arastue with an incredible campaign last year. 10 goals, 6 assists. He's already up to 6 goals in 2026. Diego Abarca is at right wing. Next to him, Ibrahim Assal with 1 goal and 1 assist. But Eric Feliciano, 16 years old, 2 goals, 1 assist in his last 2 matches. So he'll get a chance to make that streak 3 left wing tonight. Austin FC2 on a 9-game unbeaten run. The rising stars of match week 11. The consistency in the final third, head coach Jason Shackle says, has been second to none. Plus, you have your captain, Jorge Arastue, who's on a great campaign once again. You have a young talent in Eric Feliciano up top, who's bagging goals left and right. He's firing on all cylinders, and there's work to do in the Western Conference. It is getting very, very tough to catch Houston Dynamo Dos, who have started to build a little bit of a lead from their pole position. 28 points to be exact. St. Louis City 2 with 23. Austin FC 2 third with 22. Big chance to close that gap tonight. Meanwhile, SKC 2 just in a double digits with 10 thus far. They could jump up a few spots with all 3 points tonight. What would be their 3rd win of the campaign. Just 10 points for head coach Lee Sanchez and company, but it could be a lot more. They've been fortunate not to be on the right side of the scoreline. Last time out against North Texas, they outshot the club 20-10, had a goal disallowed very early on, a couple other chances that didn't go their way, but in the end, it is the final score that rules all. The question tonight is, of course, what will be the final score after about 90 minutes of play here at Swope Park? SKC2 in the iconic hoops on the left side of your screen, the verde and black on the right in the stripes. MJ Tahini is the man with the whistle, and the ball is rolling. Two teams that managed to get off to a positive start last time out. Again, an early goal disallowed just a few minutes in for SKC2 against North Texas. Eric Feliciano found his 2nd goal in as many matches when the 16-year-old found the back of the net in the 6th minute last time out. A 4-1 emphatic win for Austin against who else? St. Louis City 2. Here's Arastue. Promising ball in over the head of Ibrahim Assal. And that one will cross the line for a goal kick. Usually these first few minutes of a match, you're going to see a team settle into their shape a little bit, find their form, find their footing, but ATX2 have so much individual talent and individual freedom in that final third. Numbers crisscrossing, overlapping, underlapping, players checking back, showing short. It
It is a constant cycle of movement. That's what makes them so hard to defend, especially with goals coming from just about everywhere. Their captain, Jorge Alistue, has 6 to his name in just 8 matches, but a number of other players getting on the score sheet, especially in recent weeks. We mentioned Feliciano's 2. Keenan Hott, the former Duke Blue Devil, with 2 goals to his name in tonight, his 5th start. The talent is there on what is a gorgeous evening here in Kansas City. Just a little bit of wind, but the sun is out, and that will not deter either of these 2 sides from going direct. Feliciano, excellent link-up play. Hot sliding it along for Saul. Great save at the near post. It comes off the attacker last. Jacob Molinaro was the only man ready. Everybody else caught by surprise. You could see the speed of the passing, unlocking the SKC2 back line. Molinaro just getting big, cutting off the angle and putting his body in front. Likely wouldn't be the start that head coach Lee Santret, was looking for, but Coach Santret spoke on how important having Jacob Molinaro is in this team. And his ability, his talent are off the charts, he said. It's quite high praise from his head coach. Saves like those that will keep this team in matches against tough opponents like tonight, but it is not just shot stopping alone that will carry them to victory. Of course, it needs to be done at the other end. Plenty of space to try and play this one forward. Saul's done well to draw 2, but he's dispossessed, and now maybe will recycle for SKC2. Playing maybe the man who captained Georgetown to a 2024 conference championship. Joined the side last year, put up 3 goal contributions in 11 appearances. Still in the hunt for his first goal contribution in 2026. Tonight, his 10th appearance. Little stumble, couldn't recover, but teammates do. Really well done by Rodriguez to read the first touch there by Feliciano. A name you'll likely hear plenty of times tonight, Misael Rodriguez. Chicago native, most recently with the Town. Came up through the Fires Academy and previously featured against Sporting Kansas City in the U.S. Open Cup before joining the club this year. 3 goals already, and he's in the hunt for more here. Great ball, the far side. It's overhit. 2 options there, completely unmarked. And now Austin the other way at pace. Plenty of numbers there. And the shot flashes just wide. It was Alastue again. Nobody's closing him down, and why not? 25 yards out, locks the ankle, keeps it low. Never a bad idea to have a go from that sort of range, especially with a man on his form. So now the first corner of the night, it will go the way of the visitors. Whipped in toward the near post. Molinaro wanted to punch it, but didn't get there. Still alive. Barrow thought about the strike, it would have been incredibly difficult. Smarter just to hold the ball instead. Nice move from Jules Berry. Not typically the foot skills you see out of a center half, but the Frenchman can do it all. Another neat flick, and a player goes down. Referee says, other way. And it will be a yellow card as well for simulation. Drenda Bruna goes over underneath the contact. The ref says he initiated it. So instead of a penalty, Drenda Bruna will hang his head in shame and be the first name in the pocketbook just minutes into this one. Not the call that the Austin bench was expecting. MG Tahini was right on top of it. Had a good view of that play, and in real time, it's difficult to judge just with the speed of those nifty touches inside the box. Now Donovan bearing down. Squares it unselfishly. Quintero, low cross, met by Jacabaro for the corner.
Issued to Austin FC, number 3, Drenda Bruna.
Well, it's an excellent response for SKC2. Again, looking very bright on the counter as they have done a number of times this year. Especially with how transitional this league can be sometimes. Finding strength at pace is the best way to drag a back line out of position. Keeper came up for it. There was contact there and an early whistle. Eric Lauta hindered upon in his quest for the ball. Well, fans of offensive soccer haven't had to wait long for their first few chances. Two high-scoring offenses, and somewhat to be expected, of course. And it would be a back-and-forth affair, but the pace of this match already at a decent clip. Second ball won by Rodriguez. Rides the contact. Trying to turn away. Does well to keep it. His teammate cannot. Maybe coughs it up. Feliciano with a toe poke to a wide open man and a crunching challenge. Luca Antone Girolami somehow getting all the way over there. 15 years of age he is. Antone Girolami with a potentially goal-saving tackle. And he had to time that spot on. You saw from the way he started to lower his shoulders that he was only ever going to ground. Just his third start, his second year playing up an age group. In the academy, and now a couple professional appearances for the teenager under his belt. Here's Leroux. Scanning constantly. Going simple with Franca. Quintero has dropped back in between the two center backs. Donovan with work to do, and that'll be a fun battle to watch all night long. Shane Donovan on that left side against Riley Thomas, the Atlanta native. Ortiz going over, referee not interested. Austin do enough for another corner kick. Elsewhere across the league, New England Revolution to have beaten Crown Legacy. That is a big-time result there for head coach Pablo Moreira and company. 2-2 the final. New England victorious 4-3 in the shootout, with the last 3 spot kicks missed. New England reduced to 10 in the 46th minute. Alger Oyerwoth was dismissed. Crown Legacy found an equalizer in the second half, but not enough to win it. And with that extra point, Revs 2 now go up to third in the East. Crown Legacy are still in first, only on 27 now. Red Bull New York 2 in the middle with 23. And of course, if this result was to hold, Austin FC 2 would move into second in the West. Great ball over the top. Goalkeeper's got to come out, and he can't get there. Diego Abarca from a few feet outside the near post. Tucked it away brilliantly. Clever little move to lift that in behind for him. You can see he checks to the ball, gets onside. That's Alasue dragging the defender out of the way. And then Abarca just cushions it into the far post with the instep of his left foot. You can see the hesitation there from Molinaro, whether to come out or not. Try and hold that angle the best he could, but it's a very tidy finish indeed for the Texans' second of the campaign. And right on cue, if this result holds, Austin would be just 1 win back from an undefeated Dynamo Dos, perched at the very top of the Western Conference. As KC2 want the immediate response. Saul. Great tackle by Franca, and that'll be a foul. Rodriguez goes down hard. Referee maybe with another decision here. Jules Berry can run away before he gets a card. And there may just be a stud slid down the back of his leg there. There's certainly some upper body contact as well. Jules Berry has started every match this season, played every minute. Joined the AS Monaco Academy at age 15, both appearing for the U19 and U21s. The Frenchman capped with his nation at U16 level. Franco with an in-swinging delivery. It's a deep line from Austin. They managed to get the first one away and will swarm the ball. The official checking account partner of Sporting Kansas City and the official jersey front partner of SKC2 is Central Bank. Into the 17th minute now. Just 3 minutes ago is Diego Abarca with his first goal of the evening, a second of the season. Tonight, his 20th career start for Austin FC2, and what a way to mark that achievement with an early goal. It's his first goal as well since scoring against Ventura County back on April 18th The only side he scored against all of last year, all the way back in August. De Bruyne. Feliciano. You can hear head coach Jason Shackle for Austin. Make it quick. Make them run. Had a chance to talk to him about his playing days. Well over 500 appearances, a couple promotions to the top flight of English soccer. About how fast he wants to play. That's a great touch at the back, but the volley was nearly as spectacular. Sitting up ever so nicely for Ibrahim Assal to strike through. It's a great pass. Again, it's the 15-year-old Anton Girolami. It's a great touch. Nearly punished on the second opportunity, though. Another poor pass out of the back. Now time for Feliciano now. With the step over, and the curler is well wide. Trying to force it a little bit. You could see for his first touch, he doesn't quite get it out of his feet. Has to square the hips a little bit more rather than wrapping his right foot around the ball. And it's the finest of margins like that that separates a ball going into the tree versus the upper 90. Goes for the foul, nothing doing. Franca thought about contesting for it, but then seemed to jump to the side at the last second. There's now Riley Thomas with a full burst of steam. Had the assist on that goal back in the 14th minute. Arastue. Trivella pass to the outside. Skipper given plenty of time by the host tonight. Berry. Watt. Well, they found the space here. Slide rule ball pulled right back. The give and go blocked. Now Russo in trouble. And again, SKC2 struggling to clear their lines. Maybe fortuitous to get the throw there. Couple whistles there. It looks like it's for the rolling ball rather than a yellow card.
Win the duel. Yes, Ibra. Kenny, check shoulders. We need to move the ball a little faster, boys. Why are we so far back?
To continue on an earlier point, you can see the speed at which Austin want to go direct. Yes, they want to control the tempo, but they want that tempo to be flaming hot. And Coach Jason Shackle credits it to his playing days and something he wanted to instill as a philosophy as a coach. How fast can they move the ball up the field? Not only quickly, but effectively, and they've done that well through 20 minutes and so far. Donovan with nowhere to go.
Don't cheat on the rotation because they're switching long every time.
Maybe controlling traffic, telling Quintero to turn. He's slid in a little bit more centrally now.
Yes, Ibra! Yes, Ibra! Yes, Ibra! Yes, Eric! Come on, Eric!
Been a physical contest thus far. And yet, ironically, the one yellow card was for the lack of contact on the part of simulation by Dren Dobruna. Arasue. Needing support. He's got it in spades. Thomas again. Berry wants to swing. Shares the wealth with Dobruna. A lot of pass and move. Very rarely is a Verde and black shirt standing still. And SKC2 have done well here. Look how far they've pushed him back. And still under duress in the center of the park. If not for the foul. That's just smart there by Arasue. Didn't see the pass, put his body in front, knew he was drawing the contact, but didn't have to sell it. Austin can really squeeze aside on one channel or the other before exploding out the other direction, as you see here with Hot. And then right back the other way. Constantly switching the point of attack, and a great ball in, and they get their reward. Diving header by Ibrahim Asal. And Austin FC 2 have two.
Austin goal scored in the 24th minute.
That is a wonderfully well-worked move by the visitors. From one side to the other, back again, fake the overlap, whip it in, and nobody is marking Ibrahim Asal. He turned 21 yesterday, and a belated birthday gift for him with his second of the campaign tonight. Scored that other goal less than 2 weeks ago against Tacoma. Some previous playing experience with Notaresco Calcio in the Italian fourth tier. Very quickly ingratiating himself to his new club in 2026. Blue Cross Blue Shield Kansas City is the official healthcare insurance partner of Sporting Kansas City. Arasue with a great win. Austin looking venomous, vicious, relentless. Another good ball to the far side. Not cleared totally away.
Why is there so much time in the ball? Why is our midfield sitting so far? We're too deep.
You can hear Lee Chasantret saying his side is far too deep. We've seen the talent that Austin has on the ball. Giving them time is not something they can afford. Options here on the break now for SKC2. Lovely ball through. Here's Misael Rodriguez. Well saved at his near post by Eric Lautza. There's that lightning quick counter we were talking about earlier for SKC2. That first touch drags him a little away. You can see on his follow through, he stops his foot short, going for the near post, getting a little bit of rise on the ball, going for power rather than striking through it across goal. That angle looked to be a little bit too tight to shoot, so he just tried to hammer it home. Credit to Lauta, his 19th save of the season. Short delivery, return to sender. Frank, much better ball this time. Player goes down, And the volley is sliced high. There's Rodriguez again, this time on his weaker left foot. Looking to see if he had something special. No, Ortiz, pardon me, had the go. Just leaning back a little bit as he goes to strike.
We gotta be closer though. We gotta be closer there.
Saw all the way back. Nutmeg passing and Quang come off, but Hot sees way more space on the far side. Riley Thomas there with him. Neat move by Barrow. Sal. Austin breaking out the one-touch passing again. Abarca. Trying to cut it back. Leroux in the way. Another good ball in towards Alasue. Off the post. The karate kick flick. Denied by the woodwork. Well, he finally got his first assist of the season a few minutes ago and reached with every last bit that he had for that one.
Yes, Ibra! Yes, Ibra! Yes, Kenny! Yes, Eric! Yes, Ibra!
Ryan's on an island. Back four already set for Austin. Donovan has a lot of work to do. Look at the pressure from Saul. Nearly getting there. Leroux does very well to keep his composure, but gives it right away. Fortunate to watch Feliciano lose his footing. Sporting Kansas City too, not doing the greatest job of holding on to the ball when they have it. But building out of the back has been difficult as well. They've wanted some players to try and push forward themselves. The outside backs, the inside backs, but it's mostly been the wingers making things done. The problem now is keep feeding them the ball. Another poor pass right on cue. And right back, Jack Franca. The player goes down right in front of the referee. And a stern talking to for Johan Ortiz. Who didn't actually have any contact, but was frustrated with the referee for stopping play. To be honest, Austin had clear possession. Nobody was pressuring him and seemed to be in some real discomfort. I don't think there's anything wrong with that from a refereeing perspective. Priority is always the safety of the players. And Again, with clear possession established and no real threat of danger, why not stop the play and make sure he's all right? Compass Minerals is the official plant nutrition and salt provider of Sporting Kansas City and Sporting Club Network. .33rd minute now. Philip Galati with you for MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Goals from Diego Abarca in the 14th minute and Ibrahim Assal 10 minutes later to leave us where we stand now. Assal hunts for his brace. And supporters Dobruna headed down, and this one much more comfortable for Molinaro. You can see how much pressure Austin is putting on Kansas City here. Barely any time to breathe once a player picks up the ball, but if they can find the switch, just as Johan Ortiz has done. Now Donovan trying to get there and won't be able to beat the scampering goalkeeper.
When you're here in the pocket, good. Excellent, Joe.
Another good move, and Alasue couldn't get there. Feliciano evades the sliding challenge, but not the second. Still pinballing around, and the skipper has picked up care once again. Deflected pass. Falls right to the feet of Saul. Great save again. Point blank range. And two strong palms behind it from Molinaro. Struggles a little bit to get it out of his feet, but you can see Pierre Leroux dives in with that left leg extended. That's the moment he knew he was beaten. Hines has picked it up. Sits down a second defender. The run was there. Didn't quite come off, but how about the fight to win the ball back? Well done by Johan Ortiz. Now Quintero. Numbers waiting to the back post and headed down by De Bruyne for the corner. And away from the top of the six, settled by Ortiz again. Fired into Barro. And now a foot race as the flag stays down. Feliciano started it. Saul picks it up. Ibrahim Assal one more time. Abarca now too wide for his favorite left foot. As KC2 shut it down for now. Cross goes straight up.
Diego!
Again, Austin just continually putting the ball into dangerous areas. At this rate, it won't be long until they get a third. Well done to head that one away. Now the host can counter. Big challenge on the far side, but enough of the ball won. The referee has sounded the whistle again. MJ Tahini is the center official. We'll restart with the drop ball. Rodriguez couldn't get it. Goes over. Not much in that one. Thomas again. Feliciano. Saw a scrappy turn and a little bit of a frustration push there. Exciting challenge from behind there, but play will go on. Quintero got it away. Low cross from Rodriguez, fizzed all the way through. Say low cross, it was a little bit of an awkward height, but it was behind everybody.
Once you see that pass going into Kenny, explode into this. Look at the space you've got. Facing forward, then we can keep them high.
Maybe a warning there for Feliciano. He saw that late tackle advantage was played. There wasn't any chance he was going to get the ball sliding in like that.
Drive to. Ibra, get it back! Get it back, Ibra!
Five on four for SKC2. Here's Ortiz. Big touch. Spinning away. Still with Ortiz. Finds the open man. Stopped again. Still loose in front and put wide as the flag goes up anyhow. Really unselfish play by Johan Ortiz. Led the team in assists last year. Was hoping to get a second of the campaign on that attempt. Really good stomp by Eric Lauta. Lauta had 4 clean sheets in 15 appearances for Huntsville last year. He's already at 3 through 7 in 2026. Lauta named the 2024 America East Goalkeeper of the Year with UNH, including an NCAA tournament appearance after making the jump from D3 Tufts in Medford, Mass. Feliciano using his body, but it comes off his shoulder. One of the contact, but he's not going to get that one. Into minute 43 now. The earlier result concluded with New England beating Crown Legacy in the PK shootout. Real Monarchs put 2 past Colorado on Wednesday, and then later tonight, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific, Tacoma Defiance will host Ventura County before a full slate of matches starting at 3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, and all of those you can catch for free on MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball.
Kenny, shake! Come on, Eric.
Only an hour all the way up. Excellent ball. Here's maybe again. Split pass. Left behind for Ortiz. Much better movement now from SKC2. Real flow about this one. Deflected cross, but still alive. Lost in the sunlight. Somehow brought back down. Maybe this time for Franca, but he's overhit it. Right idea. Execution left room for improvement. Washington's turn to be patient. There's a poor sliding challenge. Quintero likely escapes a yellow as play goes on. Saul has De Bruyne. Appeals for a handball from Dren De Bruyne. Referee not interested. And will now come back to give that yellow card.
The fourth official has indicated 2 minutes of first half stoppage time. 2 minutes.
So Gael Quintero will pick up the second yellow card of the match. The first for SKC2.
A yellow card caution has been issued to Sporting KC2, number 44, Gael Quintero.
2 minutes at a minimum to be added on. Deep delivery, nobody at the top of the 6. Just a total stab at it from Evan Watt. Alasway. Another wide open chance and poked away from Saul. Just a little bit more cushion on that touch, and we're talking 3-0. Side netting this time. Cheeky attempt. The referee with another long whistle. That will do it for the first half.
Halftime score, Austin.
Goals from Diego Abarca and Ibrahim Assal separate the two sides. Austin and Kansas City at a score of 2-0. Coming up in our halftime show, we go back to the Northeast for another player pathway success story, plus highlights and stats after this brief timeout.
They say the world's game is played everywhere. This is how we play it here. Every weekend across North America. From Vancouver's mountain rain to the shores of Florida. From the city of angels to the heartland. The world's brightest stars light up our fields.
Let's go.
And our fans bring the world to life. In every language, in every city. One game, one roar. Sold out nights under lights. New soccer citadels rising from coast to coast. Every chant, every goal, another brick in a growing relief. Now, the world's biggest stage comes to our home. And when they arrive, they'll find the game's heartbeat has been here all along.
Welcome back. New England homegrown player Peyton Miller is another success story in the MLS Next Pro ranks. Let's revisit his story in this feature.
A lot of upside, a huge ceiling for this young kid.
You're going to like him a lot. His name is Peyton Miller. This is great stuff again. Oh my goodness.
A little bit of force away through here. The ball to the back post. It's awkward and it's thrust in towards goal.
From Unionville, Connecticut to stepping on the field in Major League Soccer, Peyton Miller's journey is just getting started.
I'm from Connecticut. I grew up in Unionville. Growing up, I trained a lot with my dad. My dad is mostly the reason for where I am today. When I was like 7, I won a championship for my travel team with my dad as a coach, and I kind of just fell in love with it from there.
As Peyton began to excel as a player, he began receiving attention from multiple clubs.
I started at FSAFC, and then I wanted to excel my game a little bit more, so then I went to Oakwood. And then from there, we played teams like New England Revolution, Philadelphia Union, and then the Revs reached out, and it was my childhood dream to play for the Revs, so it was kind of an easy decision for me to make to come here.
When I arrived at the Revs as a new employee, the staff was telling me about a young man named Peyton Miller. And so right away I went and did as much research as I could, and when I watched him play one time, it was like, wow, this kid is special. Just the way he moved, the way he was working with the ball, the way he looked around naturally. I knew as well as others knew this kid had something inherently in him that we wanted to be around.
Dreams don't come without sacrifice. At just 13, Peyton had to leave his family and friends behind to pursue soccer full-time.
It was hard not being able to be with my parents and not being able to see friends, but it was the sacrifices that I had to make to live this dream. And before that, a year earlier, my parents had to drive 2 hours every single day from Connecticut to Foxborough just so that I can make training, and I'm very grateful for that.
Moving into the Academy's residency program gave Peyton access to top-level training and gave him a platform to continue growing.
And our world structure is everything, because players they're learning so much. There's academics, there's social development, there's physical development, there's goals, there's outside pressures already, there's social media. So what we need to do is we need to provide structure to allow these players to chase their dreams, but chase their dreams with guidelines and helpful. And then when they need a little something extra, we're there for them to help them navigate whatever's in front of them.
By 15, Peyton's hard work paid off. He signed a homegrown contract with the Revolution, and he made his professional debut with Revolution 2 in 2023.
It was against Atlanta. I had a couple good chances, good balls for an assist or a goal maybe. That should have happened, but I was very nervous in the beginning, but as soon as the whistle blew, it kind of just all went away, and all I could feel was just like the adrenaline rush.
Playing against older and stronger players forced Peyton to adapt quickly.
I didn't want the guys like babying me because I was young. I wanted them to tell me how it really was, and they really understood that, and like they weren't afraid to yell at me if I did something wrong, and that's what helped me get to the next level.
His performances that season with Revs 2 opened the door to an opportunity with the first team.
At the end of our season with the second team, they gave me the chance to come train with the first team, and then a little bit previous of that, that's when I signed my homegrown contract. So that was a very big step. You know, the speed of play was crazy when I got to the first team, but I got used to it for a little bit, and then that's when the off season hit, and then that's when I really started to like train, and I came back for the preseason and I was ready for it.
Soon after came the moment he'd been dreaming of since childhood, his MLS debut at just 16 years old, making him the second youngest player in club history to make his debut.
Another interesting debut here. Obviously all the talk about Kevin Sullivan, but Peyton Miller will make his MLS debut, the 16-year-old from Unionville, Connecticut.
My parents made the trip to Philly so they could see me play, and I kind of knew before the game that like this might be the game that I come in, because they told me that week that I'll probably get in that game. But I was nervous stepping to the line, but Caleb just said to me like, have fun, this is what you love to do, just go out there and be a kid. And that's what I did. I as soon as I stepped on the field, everything just went away and it was just me and the ball.
For Peyton and his family, it was a moment of pride.
They were all excited. You know, I got a lot of texts from everyone, Instagram stories, all that type of stuff. Everyone just saying that they're proud of me. It was kind of just like a full circle moment, being able to represent the badge and represent my family, my friends, and knowing that all the hard work that I put in, the sacrifices that my parents made, paid off.
4 days later, Peyton would make his full MLS debut against FC Dallas.
Okay, here's Miller. Goal. Bobby Wood! Courtesy of the 16-year-old Miller. The Revs to the lead.
Peyton hasn't just made waves at the club level. He's also become a mainstay in the U.S. youth national team setup, earning call-ups from the U15s through the U23s. He featured in all 4 matches at the 2023 FIFA Under-17 World Cup, and later represented the United States at the 2025 FIFA Under-20 World Cup as one of the youngest players on the roster.
As a staff, when Peyton debuted with the 17s and went on, we all have these Slack channels, and his pictures coming up from different players snapping the TV going, there's our friend, there's our teammate, there's our guy, and then other coaches. It was really endearing just to be together. It was because we were actually on the road for a game as an academy staff, and that was amazing. And then to see the whole transformation of where he goes and what he's done, we couldn't be more proud.
Peyton hopes his story can be a blueprint for success for the next generation of Revolution players.
It means a lot to me, you know, like to have younger kids look up to me, and some kids will come up to me and ask me like, what'd you do to get where you're at? And I kind of just tell them like it takes sacrifice and effort, and you just have to be willing to put in the work. But there's a lot of kids that come up to me, and I always tell them like, don't be afraid to come up and talk to me. Like, I was once where you're at, like don't be afraid.
incredible journey, and he's been continuing that success for the New England Revolution in MLS this season as well. MLS recently agreed to a deal that will see global investment firm KKR make a strategic investment and partner with MLS Next Pro. KKR will inject capital into MLS Next Pro with an eye on growing the league and its footprint around the continent. In conjunction with MLS, the partnership will oversee commercial strategy as it looks to move the 27 MLS-affiliated Next Pro teams into new markets, with an eye on building brands within those communities and seeking stadium development deals. We'll hear more about this in the coming seasons. As for tonight, plenty of action around MLS Next Pro. We are on to week 12 already, if you can believe it. 2-0 at halftime, 45 minutes down between SKC2 and Austin FC2. As for Saturday, it's a full slate starting at 3 p.m. Eastern. Philadelphia Union 2 take on Atlanta United 2. New York City FC 2 and FC Cincinnati 2 at 7. Then wrapping up with North Texas and Quakes 2 at 8:30. All of those matches on MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. As for Sunday, a big slate for Sunday soccer, so find a comfy spot on the couch and don't get up. 3 p.m. it starts with MNUFC 2 and Rapids 2, their second meeting of the season. Loons took the first 2-1 a few weeks ago. Columbus Crew 2 and TFC 2 will wrap things up at 8 p.m. Eastern. A whole flurry of games in between there as St. Louis City 2 look to respond and snap their winless streak against LAFC 2. In this match, only 45 minutes down, but 2 goals so far. We take a look at the halftime highlights. Didn't have to wait long for that first goal. Nearly in the opening minutes, a one-on-one chance well saved by Molinaro, and then again he gets low to his left-hand side, but that's when would bounce wide from Jorge Alastuey. This was the opener, though, clipped through by Riley Thomas, and then a simple side-foot finish by Diego Abarca. The second came from Ibrahim Assal. That one's sailing over the bar, but in the second time around, a diving header just gets behind the blind side of his marker and flicks it onto the near post. It's a really good goal. And just like that, 2-0 Austin FC 2 in the 24th minute. Misael Rodriguez, nearly half the deficit with the pile driver toward the near post, but turned away by Eric Lauta, who is halfway from his 4th clean sheet of the season. Jorge Alastuey hit the post for what was going to be his 7th goal of the campaign, and a number of other chances. We can't show you all of them, but there were plenty for Ibrahim Assal to get his 2nd. SKC2 did find a couple glimpses down the other end, even with the sunlight, had the eyes for goal. But in the end, 2-0 for now. However, there is still another half to be played. We'll see you on the other side.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro.
Almost time to get underway once again. Austin and Kansas City with a 2-0 scoreline. Victory Field at Swope Park Soccer Village. Philip Galati with you for MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Thanks so much for joining us once again. If you missed that first half, well, it was almost all Verde and Black. Plenty of chances. They hit the post a couple of times. Jacob Molinaro made some great saves, but to their credit, SKC2 did manage to get some good stops out of Eric Lauta in the hunt for his 4th clean sheet. Warming up on the right side of your screen in the purple. The Austin FC2 on the left. The vertical green and black stripes. SKC2 in the periwinkle on the right. One change to be made as Patrick Kayeli will slot into the spot vacated by Trent Delbruna. Delbruna picked up that yellow card in the first half for simulation. So now a clean slate for the 11 on the field. One yellow card as well shown to Gael Quintero in first half stoppage time for the hosts. Kayeli is South Carolina native. Played his college ball with the Quakers of Penn. Unanimous first team All-Ivy and the United Soccer Coach's second team All-Northeast selection after leading his school in goals and assists as a senior. This is just the second time he's come on or off at halftime this season. Every other match he's played every single minute. Just a chance to rest one of their best, and now fresh legs added into the engine room for head coach Jason Shackle. Whistle sounds once again from MJ Tahini. We are back underway. Shane Donovan now on the left side of your screen. Didn't say his name a lot in that first half, but always a player to look out for. Again, another one of those talents that's given the freedom to play anywhere he wants. Can be a real conduit for change with this SKC2 attack. As head coach Lee Santret saying his work rate second to none. Can create out of nothing. And now a chance to create from a free kick. They wanted to play quick, and they will. Austin certainly leveled up to speed in that first half, and it looks like SKC2 are going to try and rise to meet that challenge. An opportunity and fired wide. Deshaun Hines on the end of it. Tied for the team leader in scoring with 3. It's already a much better start to this second half than the first 20, 25 minutes or so for SKC2. The tale of two halves has been the Achilles heel for Lee Santret and his side this year. Take the North Texas game, for example. 5-1, the final score in favor of North Texas, but Coach Santret said we had probably, quote, one of our best halves of the season. Had an early goal disallowed, kept going, got a goal, continue to put chances on. Again, they outshot North Texas 20-10 in that game. The second half is where tired legs started to falter. It was their 3rd match in a week and a half. There was one call they thought they should have had, but everybody froze instead of playing to the whistle, and North Texas punished them for it. So those moments like that, where Coach DeSantis says, a few times this season we've been unlucky not to come out with the result. The progression is there, the growth is there. Now it's about executing for the full 90 as the flag goes up.
Don't get pulled over if you don't have to. Communicate with Pierre, please. You're good. This is crazy. He was on by about 10 yards. Look at the video. My goodness. Yes, Jacka! Yes, I! Yes, I! Come on!
Here's a poor pass, and now Ortiz can scamper away. He's got Hines to his left if he can find him. Slid through for Kashawn Hines, who loses his balance at the last moment. Heartbreaking for the 17-year-old. Does well just to drift off. He's onside, and then a heavy first touch. He had to stretch for it. A toe poke of sorts. Trying to get just anything on it. But already, again, second half, Kashawn Hines in particular, finding himself in way better pockets. The goal will come if he stays persistent. Stayed in bounds. Second ball won by SKC2. That'll be a foul as well. And now that second ball in the middle third is being won by the hosts.
Riley, come on! Left shoulder, Evan, left shoulder! Yes, I! Yes, Ibra! Yes! Up! Up!
It's the first meeting between these two sides this season. As Ortiz may have thought the goalkeeper was a little bit farther from home than he was. Most recent meeting all the way back on August 25th. Rather, August 3rd of 2025. Diego Abarca found the back of the net in that match too. So did Jorge Alastue. And Vlad Danshuchu, who is available off the bench for Austin tonight. Lovely marauding run this. Well intercepted. Again, look at the verticality of these players in terms of how much grass they are given to cover and to roam. Able to explore with relative ease before being closed down. Especially once Austin break midfield. That's a long whistle. There might be persistent infringement here, and that's what it is. Ibrahim Assal now on a caution for repeated offenses.
Number 22, Ibrahim Assal.
Now ATX going to bring the heat. Chested on, clever from Donovan if he can get it back. Hines unselfish. Evan Watt managed to slide over the ball enough to stop it. And that is a contentious bit of decision making for the referee. Doesn't seem like anybody's happy with the call. There was the slide there from Watt. It looked a little dangerous at first, but did get the ball.
Hey, come on, drive it out. Let's go. Let's go.
Thomas. Oh, that's the wait. Nearly an interception again. And now Austin having some blushes, trying to play out of their own defensive third.
Relax and combine. Relax and combine.
Central Bank is the official checking account partner of Sporting Kansas City and the official jersey front partner of SKC2. Well intercepted, but bounces right to Donovan. Toe poke pass along for Hines. Flag will stay down against the 17-year-old. Cut back brilliantly. Here's Ortiz one more time, and nearly the perfect goal. Darting run in to crash the ball. Nobody's picked him up. And again, balance faltering at the last by, I believe, Gael Quintero. I mentioned the tale of two sides at the start of this match. It is night and day difference. Abarca. Again, players just driving right at their defenders. No fear from Austin. Given the liberty to make things happen and to take risks. It's so fun to watch. Teams can so often get bogged down in the tactics and the patience and not wanting to step the wrong way or be worried about losing the ball, but that is the nature of the game. Possession will change hands hundreds of times. But if you're gonna take a risk, can you make sure it's the right one? What can you conjure up? And then while dribbling, keep your head up so you can see what's going on around you. That is a real skill. And a few of these players on this field particularly have tenfold. Double change being readied for head coach Lee Santret, the first two of the night for SKC2. SKC2 trying to keep Austin sandwiched into the middle third here, but first they'll make that double change. There's Carter Dirksen that will come on. So to Tega Ikoba. Gael Quintero will be brought off. As well as Kashawn Hines, who will break his goal-scoring streak.
Also checking into the game for Sporting KC2, number 37, Tega Ikoba. Checking out of the game, number 77, Keshawn Hines.
Barrow. Heavy touch, and a second one as well. Ortiz now. Donovan, he's got wheels. And the skill as well. Look at Shane Donovan go. We were deprived that sight by Diego Abarca. Tactical foul when it needed to be.
Caution has been issued to Austin FC2, number 7, Diego Abarca.
Sometimes as a defender, that's called what you gotta do. You see a player make a nifty move and get a clip for social media, and then 50 yards of green grass in front of him, and he's one of the fastest players down that left wing in MLS Next Pro. You have to just make sure you do enough as a defender to stop that play. A lovely little turn as well. Goodness. Got a real skill show here. Sent back in, headed on, and tipped over. Nearly the instant impact for Tega Ikoba. Again, just drifting off his mark. It's a really well-weighted ball, has to check back into it. It's a simple save in the end for Eric Lauta, but that's only because of the caliber of his goalkeeping. Lauta with a strong punch to that one. Just about a half hour to go. Now SKC2 will execute a bit of a high press of their own. Falls kindly for Carter Dirksen. Maybe. Jason Shackle preparing a number of changes as well, as Austin have been second best thus far in this second half. Time to get that back. There was not.
Substitute for Austin FC. Checking out of the game, number 37, Eric Feliciano. Checking in, number 21, Stefan Dobrjevich.
So a triple change, it looks like. Marcel Russo will take off Diego Abarca, who scored the first goal. Vlad Danshutsu will replace Ibrahim Asal, who scored the second goal. And then Eric Feliciano up top to be replaced by Stepan Dobrjevich. So a flurry of attacking changes for head coach Jason Shackle. Midfielder on at the interval, and then 3 new forwards to lead the line. Danshutsu and Dobrjevic, both with a goal thus far in the campaign. And look at the fresh legs tear down the far side. Looks like it'll be Dobrjevic who goes wide, and then centrally Vlad Danshutsu will play that 9. Scored against Ventura County back on May 10th, Danshutsu. Broke a 280-day drought. Continuing through last offseason after being signed in January of last year. Danshutsu, a product of many academies overseas, including 1860 München, Sassuolo, and Udinese. Has represented Romania at youth level. Here's Rosell, squared in front, still not away. And eventually, all the way up towards Ikoba, trying to turn. Someone has to settle it. Big sliding challenge. It's won cleanly. That one pinballed all the way to midfield and back. Simple shove in the back and a free kick, Austin. Price Chopper is the official grocer partner of Sporting Kansas City. Everybody but the kitchen sink over the dead ball. A few players have left it behind now, so to Zalastue. It's a training ground play. Square back for the skipper, and a turning cross. Out for a corner. That's sort of the ingenuity you expect from a La Masia product. Born in Zaragoza. 3 goals in his last 4 matches coming into tonight. But played for the FC Barcelona youth system at U16, U18, and U19. For some time in Italy with Napoli system, and in Poland with Lodz. Clever move. Dobrjevic played through, and it'll squeak by.
Austin FC goal scored in the 66th minute.
Another excellent ball from the wing for Austin FC2. Riley Thomas hits the freestyle. Did he get the final touch on it? Yes, he did. Clever dummy run to the near post, right in front by Danshutsu to lose the back line. And Thomas with a goal and an assist tonight to make it 3-0 Austin.
Yes, Marcel! Yes! Yes, Marcel!
Suddenly that positivity, that bright start to the second half for SKC2 has been wiped out. Late challenge. And it will make way for more substitutes. Johan Ortiz will be brought off in midfield. Team leader in assists last year. 19 years of age, made his MLS Next Pro debut in the 2024 season opener. Ty Haas will make his first appearance of the season. Congratulations to him, as Daniel Russo as well will make way. And Sam Worcester will play his first of the season as well. You can hear the home faithful for the two local academy products. SKC2 have played the youngest squad out of any team at MLS Next Pro, always promoting from within, and perfecting and polishing that pathway to pro. A chance to meet some more talented prospects chasing their Major League Soccer dreams. Great interception for the youngster Worcester. That's exactly the type of play you need as a player. You've just come off the bench, you're nervous. First appearance of the season. Other team's already up by a couple goals. You just need one play to go out there and settle in a little bit. Calm those nerves. Remind yourself you have to belong, and that's a poor sliding challenge. Immediately a yellow card as Donovan got there first. Keenan Hott can't believe it.
A yellow card caution has been issued to Austin, number 24.
One more time. Doesn't leave his footing, which is good, but had those studs exposed there, coming through the side of the leg. And from that look, it certainly looked like a yellow card. Donovan won the free kick. He's a long way out. Instead, it's Franca to clip it right in front, and he's overhit it. St. Luke's is the official healthcare partner of Sporting Kansas City. More appeals for the referee. No whistle, though. This time we'll get a whistle right outside the 18-yard box. There's a push in the back against Tega Ikoba. Doesn't even see the contact coming on the blind side of his right shoulder. Now a chance to get a recompense for that first free kick we saw a few minutes ago. goal here would put them right back in it. Swept in toward the top corner. Didn't miss by much. Another long whistle, and another card comes out as this really starts to take a turn.
A yellow card caution has been issued to Sporting KC number 96, Misael Rodriguez.
You can see Rodriguez does leave a foot in there. He may be lucky to only get away with a yellow there. So as things stand, 3-0 between Austin and Sporting Kansas City 2. 2 quick goals in the first half, courtesy of Diego Abarca and Ibrahim Assal. And then in the third, the man who assisted the first goal, Riley Thomas was there, so too was Marcel Russell and Stefan Dobrijevich. Played the ball in. That looked like it was going to get through everybody. And of course, this is not the only match tonight. At 10 o'clock Eastern, Ventura County will kick off against Tacoma. Jules Berry is the player still down. And a chance to talk with his head coach, Jason Shackle, about his responsibilities on the ball. How they can preserve a clean sheet tonight. And for Berry, he said it's about recognizing what the opponent is giving him. Can they respond to how the other team wants to play rather than just play their own way, keep their heads up and adapt and evolve? Will be his last action of the night as Neo Che will come into the match. Grew up in the FC Dallas Academy system, Neo Che, before moving to Germany to play with the U17 and U19 teams of FC Ingolstadt 04. Chance for Che to get his first minutes with the Verde and Black. Another foul called, this time the other direction, as the clock continues to wind down. 77th minute, Philip Galati with you for MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Kicking off match week 12 with a Friday night game. One of two, and then a full Saturday and an even more full Sunday on the cards. This thing's really starting to heat up with both the East and the Western tables. Clipped in, and it was open. Defender missed the flick. Too far ahead for Ikoba. Look at all the shirts getting forward now for Sporting Kansas City. Again, really good ball movement. This is how it led to the first goal and the second for Austin FC too. Just the poise that they have and the composure under pressure. Austin backing off a little bit now. They lost their lone match of the season on the season opener, 2-4 against Minnesota. Since then, they have been undefeated in regulation. Tonight would be win number 7. 3 ties, and 2 of those a win in a penalty shootout. Ball was away. Alastue, the only man there. Excellent win down by the corner flag. A renewed spark about this SKC2 offense. Time to line this one up, and it is hammered over the top right corner. More positivity from the hosts. Clever touch just to draw the foul. You can hear the yelp of concern. And in the final stretch at Victory Field, a really clever pass if it came off. Just guided with the instep, but overhit. Two academy debutantes on this near side. Ty Haas and Sam Worcester. A nice job of holding the ball. Haas trying to get himself free, and does. This is Haas on his left to the byline. A little push there, but referee not terribly interested. Appeals for the injury. Referee thought about stopping it. Any sort of suspected head injury has to be an immediate stoppage per the laws of the game. Player safety is paramount. You can see the elbow was raised there. First priority, making sure everybody's okay, and it looks like we'll go on. Way unbothered. Just clipped over that midfield press. And immediately Austin right back where they wanted it. They don't have to wait very long. Take some creativity to get there. Great tackle by Worcester. Haas bundled over for a free kick. Ty Haas joining the academy only recently, but already playing significant minutes with the U18's upper group. Donovan. Donovan whipped in! My goodness, what an effort that would have been. Tega Yukoba reaching for it with every last muscle fiber. You can see he's a little bit behind it. Takes that first step to the side rather than into the plate of the ball. Try to overcompensate with power as he's leaning back. It would have been easily up for goal of the match week had he found it. That looked like a shove, and it will be. Well done by Haas to just create a space. And it will be a yellow card as well to Riley Thomas.
Yellow card caution to Austin, number 2, Riley Thomas.
Austin looking for their second clean sheet, their third rather, in 4 matches. Very quickly climbing the MLS Next Pro Power Rankings, Austin FC 2. So many returning talents. The skipper, Jorge Arastoy, having an incredible campaign. Young academy products like Eric Feliciano stepping up to the plate as well. It's a very well-rounded squad. Here's Tega Ikoba! Tipped off the post. 30 yards out and very nearly found the eye of the needle. These big, long strides. How much ground he covers there in so few steps. Full force into that one. Powered toward the post. Low delivery, headed right to the top of the key. And that's one they'll want back. A yellow card as well to Eric Lauta for time wasting in the 89th minute.
A yellow card caution has been issued to number 13 on Austin FC, Eric Lauta.
Let's go! First and the second! Let's go!
Time running out. But aside from that lull where SKC2 conceded their third goal of the match around the 66-minute mark, they had seen way more chances going forward and much better chances that as well. And Austin have done well to hold strong. They're not over the line yet. Want that clean sheet. After Crown Legacy's tie earlier today, Houston Dynamo Dos remains the only undefeated team in MLS Next Pro. There's only 4 teams with 1 loss in the year. Red Bulls 2, Crown Legacy, Timbers 2, and Austin FC 2. Elite company as we roll well into the month of May. 4 minutes added on for the Verde and Black to preserve their clean sheet. Donovan driving into the area. Low cross in front, swatted away by Watt. Delivery, goalkeeper came out for it, didn't get it. Austin just trying to get it as far away as possible. The whistle will stop things for now.
Steph, in line with the post.
Looks like it might be Eric Lauta who is receiving attention. He's done ever so well tonight, equaling last year's clean sheet tally for himself in half as many matches. Liam Flynn is listed as the backup goalkeeper tonight, should they require his services. Lauta appears to be walking around in his own power. This will add another minute or two at least. Maybe a chance for SKC2 to spoil the party. Tonga Rolami. Towards Ikoba. Player went down, play goes on. Flipped in towards Ikoba again. Headed before it could reach him, and now Vlad Danshutsu will go the other way. 3-on-3 for Austin to seal it with their fourth. Option on the far side. Forced to turn back was Dobrojevich. Lovely split ball, and how about the space on the turn for Shane Donovan. Akers all around, continues his run. Well too far in front of him. Don't think he was the intended target anyhow. 96th minute now. Referee has raised his whistle to his lips. Sky-high cross, flicked away. Play will still go on. Ikoba once again, barely knew where it was. It's been such a bright spark since coming on. Unable to provide that finish as the referee beckons the finish of this one. 3-0 the final score between Austin FC 2 and Sporting Kansas City 2. A dominant first half from the Verde and Black, and though the hosts showed resolve in the second, it was not enough to stymie a third goal in their own net, and all 3 points to the visitors. Tonight's man of the match is presented by Adidas. So number 22 of Austin FC2, Ibrahim Asal, celebrated his 21st birthday yesterday, and how about this birthday present? A diving header he'll be watching back all night long. Second of the season for the Dakar, Senegal native. And Austin FC2 extend the unbeaten run to 10 games in a row to jump into second place in the Western Conference. That'll do it for us tonight. For our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew, I'm Philip Galati. Once again, the final score, Austin 3, Kansas City 0. Don't forget, you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Good night.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.